Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, November the 6th, 2020. Gee, I tell you what, the environment is definitely different these days. Maybe a little more intense, I think that's fair to say. So there's a great appeal to taking Forex trades where you can get in, remove the risk quickly, with very small pip risk, but still have the opportunity for great reward to risk outcomes. I'm talking about scalping using 15-minute charts. Okay, this is something I've done for a very long time using various patterns. If you guys are anybody that's known me for a while, you know that I've been involved in various patterns courses over the years, and those patterns all still work to this very day. So today what I did is I recorded a couple of live scalp trades actually in advance, not after the fact. Okay, so you take a look. Let me know what you think, either in the comments below the video, and/or I'd really appreciate hitting the like button, and I could do more of these. And remember to subscribe to our channel too, and be sure to click that little bell in order to be notified whenever we put out a new video. Okay, here we go. Hope you enjoy the video. Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video, and yeah, I'm just going to show you a live scalp trade, actually, a nice pattern that's setting up. And I know that scalping's quite appealing to a lot of people. There's lots of benefits to scalping if you know what you're doing. And it can be also horrible if you don't know what you're doing. So, but in this case here, this is the New Zealand US dollar pair, and we've got, see this level up here? This is our daily chart here. We've had this level of resistance hit, and prices broken through it. And so on the smaller time frames, like we can use the hourly chart or the 15-minute. I'll use the 15-minute chart because this is what I'm using for scalping. We broke through this level of, this was the daily level of resistance that got broken through, and it's setting up a really good scalping opportunity buy right here. So it's around 67, 61, 62 area, and so we'll see what happens when it gets here, and we'll take this on with about a 15 pip stop loss on this one. So let's just stand by and we'll see what happens with it. Alrighty, the alert just went off. We're filled down here. We just got filled now, and 67.62. And yeah, like I say, we're using a 15 pip stop on this. So yeah, we'll look to take some profit, some quick profit right up in this level up in here. It's going to be 11 pips. Now listen, there's different ways to do this, and depending on your trade management. But at this point, when you get to these levels here, you want to do something about your risk. Either remove it, lighten it up to beneath the low, whatever the low is left behind here, assuming it goes up, or move it to break even and then go for a higher target on this. And we'll cover a bit of that once we see what happens here. Okay, and as I was recording this, my other alert went off, and you can see we just missed this level up in here, and so we'll see what happens. But my other alert went off in the Euro Kiwi. That was another good scalp trade setup. The short is at 175.30. This needs a 20 pip stop loss. And the reason for this is because you can see this level of, this is the daily chart in the upper left corner here, this support, and price broke down below it. And if I go down to my 15-minute chart, you can find a very good level of resistance up in expected resistance up in this level right here, and you can see it's already reacting off of that level. And so again, these little scalps are really good if you know what you're doing. They're an excellent trading opportunity. So yeah, let's just see what happens with these two trades. We'll keep an eye on them, and I will be back to you. Okay, so alerts are going off right now, like on the Kiwi. Let's look at the New Zealand US dollar here first. And what's happened is we risked originally 15 pips on this, and we're up 15 pips, and we're into this. Let me just bring this chart up here. Yeah, so we got into these levels here and here that are a potential resistance. So and you've got to consider environment too. It's Friday, it's the end of the week, and so on. We still have the election issues coming up here. So although, well, in any event, so taking a 15 pip profit and removing your stop to break to your entry, which was down at 62, is fine too. There's different, there's no right or wrong answer for trade management, but there are some principles that you should really pay attention to. Obviously, this is a positive move off of here. and you have to do something about it. So so you could take some profit here, or you could hold for these levels up in here. The 67.92 area will give you a clean 2 to 1. Let's flip over to the Euro Kiwi, and this one here we were short at what? At 30. Okay, it went down as low as we just hit this down here at 14. So you know, 16 pips of profit in there. The reason I'm picking this level out is because look at this old resistance here, potential support. It's not a bad idea to take something off of here, and because we haven't had any swing breaks yet, which I'd like to see. But in any event, as a precaution, you could take some profit right there. And then you can have a risk-free trade. Even if you ever stop just a little bit above here and you get stopped out, you'll still make a slight profit. So let's just, I'll stand by and we'll just see what happens with this. Okay, folks, things are still moving along here. So on the Kiwi, on the New Zealand US dollar, first of all, I want you to note the accuracy of these. I mean, I think it's pretty cool when you learn how to scalp properly. You know, like this 62 was a very logical level to get into from a scalping point of view, the way that I do it anyway. And we're moving up here. So look at, we took 15 pips of profit. What you can do here, let's just bring this up to full screen here. We can now look for the highs of the day up in here because you get a free look at it. And you know, everybody does this a bit different. I'm just giving you some ideas here. And that would be another 36 pips. It would be a total of 51 pips, or an average of say 25 pips, which would be a 1.7 to 1 reward risk. Pretty nice for a nice little scalp on a Friday. And then on the Euro New Zealand dollar pair, on this pair here, let's just bring the 15-minute up here and that. So if you take profit at the 10 level, and again it depends where you take a first profit, but you can see, I mean, the sell was at 30. That was pretty much the high of the move here. It was really good. Comes down. We've now tested this you know, this support resistance level that we saw from the daily chart, but we are still looking for it to go down further here. So you got a 20 pip profit at this, down at this 75.10 level, which was your initial risk. A second take profit target, and you can look to your little bit higher time frames on an hourly chart. This is this 80 level here is really good. See how it was support and then resistance, and if we can make our way through here, I'd really like to see this level here, this 74, call it 85, which would be another 45 pip profit for a total of 65 pips, right? And so that would be a you know, 32 pip average, something like that, and just over 1.5 to 1. So another nice trade, and you know, nothing stopping you from holding it longer. But you have to consider that the environment that you're in, it's Friday, it's the end of the week. In another hour we're going to have the London close and so on. But just some ideas for you. Let's just see how these work out. Okay, so I said that it would look really good around this 174.85. Well, we just hit that on the Euro Kiwi. See, so there's like I say, that's a pretty nice reward risk there. Just a little over 1.5 to 1, but look at it bouncing off that. Let me just bring this up here. Yeah, I said this 174.85. It actually went down as low as 174.83. So definitely able to get filled, and then look at how it's bouncing off of that level, because that was a level that we saw on the hourly chart, right? That was this level in here where it was support and resistance, and that's why these levels you got to watch out for them. And so we'll see what happens. The New Zealand US dollar, it is still heading up here. Basically, it's coming off a bit now, but I got my alert set up in here. We'll watch this. Definitely not a losing trade. I'm going to cap off this recording right now. Just notice that, you know, these trades were taken way after the non-farm payrolls came out, so no problem with that. We don't want to trade around those big red flag news events. Yeah, you know, we can look at more of the scalps if there's interest. Let me know in the comments if you like these scalping trades. You want to see more of them. There's lots of advantages you can read in the email below, or the text below this video, or the email that you received about reasons that you might want to do these kind of trades. You know, so we'll see what happens. I like this trade on the New Zealand US dollar. We're going in alignment with the higher highs and higher lows on the daily chart, and on the Euro Kiwi, it's heading down. You see, we broke this swing low on the daily chart. It's heading down, so I like the idea of selling it back to resistance like we did here. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that, found it somewhat useful, and I will see you again next week with another weekly trade video. Have a great weekend. Take care.